How long is it going to be for black people to be selfish again? That's my question. How much longer is it going to take for us, as black Moors, whatever, don't even matter anymore, as human beings, how about that one? As living souls, how about that one? You know what I'm saying? As star people, how about that one? How long as sun people? How as cosmic people? As atomic people, right? Because at the end of the day, we're all atoms. So, how long is it going to take for us as a people to come together and come to the conclusion that, as funny as it sounds, this might be a little bit too real for people, but we're going to have to return back to segregation. That shit probably blew a lot of people's minds. Well, I'm not going to apologize because the truth needs no apology. What I will say is, it's not my intention, but the truth is the truth. We're going to have to go back to segregation. Because as much as the negative aspects of segregation that people talk about, they all forget to mention one thing. Because we weren't allowed to go into European people's establishments, we weren't able to go into their diners, use their bathrooms, etc., etc. We were forced to have our own restaurants. You know what I'm saying? So we could use our own bathrooms, our own buildings, our own communities. We were good. I mean, we had Black Wall Street. Money was circulating within the economy 11, 12, 13 plus time. I mean, we were doing just fine. You know, as far as I'm concerned, what Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks should have done was said, you know what? Fuck them in their bus. We're going to get our own bus. You understand? We lost our power once we integrated. All right? So at the end of the day, and this is with no malice in my heart or with no intention to like hurt people or, you know, say some mean shit, but this is just on a real, this is real. This is just real. We're going to have to go back to segregation. Now, that doesn't mean that, you know, you can't have friends. Like, yo, I don't judge people by color, race, or whatever. I judge them by their character. You know what I'm saying? If you're a good person, you're a good person. I can rock with you. If we vibe like that, we vibe like that. Don't matter where you come from, who you are. With that being said, still doesn't change the reality that we're going to have to segregate. But like I said, we can still, that doesn't mean we're supposed to cut off people. What I'm saying is we're supposed to go back to a mind state where we're like, yo, our people first, everyone else second. You understand? This is what all these other nations do. You don't see the Chinese people worrying about us first and them second. You go on every corner, every place, they got Chinese stores. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because when they close those shops to those delis, you know where they go eat? They go to Chinese buffets and eat. So they taking that money and putting it right back in their community. You see what I'm saying? The Jews do it. Everyone does it. All nations on the planet do it, except us. And we're all over the world. We're all over the world. You understand what I'm saying? The black economy brings in over $1 trillion a year. All black people around the world who spend money. Don't matter where you spend it at. All black people who accumulate money. $1 trillion a year. What the fuck could we do with $1 trillion a year? How many homes could we build? How much land could we buy? How much farmland could we buy? How much people could we employ? I'm starting my own shit. You know what I'm saying? Everyone has to start somewhere at their own place. But guess what? And after we segregate, you know what's going to happen? Between those of us as, you know, black people, quote unquote, right? Once we segregate, meaning we return back to the principle of our race first, you see what I'm saying? There's going to be some transactions or different things that take place. Everyone's going to have their different ideologies, a different school of thoughts. That's fine. We're all different expressions of the Creator. So who are we to limit what the creator can be? The creator can be the best of things and the worst of things. You understand what I'm saying? So, with that being said, once again, we're going to have our different factions. People are going to have their different ideologies. That don't mean, guess what? We're going to have to form a confederation. We're going to have to form another confederation. All right? Meaning we respect everyone's ideologies as long as we move in the same direction, which is self-sustainability, self-government. All right? There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone got a right to their own thing. Like I said, you don't judge a person according to the thing they rock with, you judge a person according to their character. Now, if their character is really the truth, and you informing them that that thing they're rocking with kind of ain't the thing, you got a choice to make. That will show your character. And that's what it comes down to. We're going to have to segregate. Meaning, we're going to have to go back to black everything. Black businesses, black communities. All right? Our own neighborhood watch type thing. All right? With people who actually live in the community. You know what I'm saying? Officers who will be voted by us as black people within our black community, who lives in the neighborhood, so they know the neighborhood, they know the kids. You understand what I'm saying? It's a personal relationship. Why do you think when you look in the Jewish neighborhoods, they got their own police, they got their own fire station, okay? Everything is within the community. Everyone knows each other. That's why you don't see them on the news getting shot up. That's why you don't see Chinese people on the news getting shot up, talking about Black Lives Matter or All Lives Matter. I mean, let's just keep it a buck. When you look at the numbers, because math doesn't lie. Mathematics doesn't lie. For those people who like to be creative with their words and slick with their shit, at the end of the day, mathematics doesn't lie. So when you look at the mathematics, who's being killed more? Okay, so let's stop the sugarcoating of the shit. Just keep it straight and uncut and raw. All right? All that stuff is bullshit. All lives matter. Black lives matter. Listen, we're being targeted. We're being targeted. I think I said in the previous video. What do you think is happening with those kids, right, who are being killed? All those black people who are being shot up. What's being done with their organs? You think when you see them at the wake or the the wake or the burial, that they still have all their organs in there? You think their brain's still in their skull? Now that you know the fact that the organs have been taken out, where have those organs been sent to? Have they been sold on the black market maybe for a bunch of billions of dollars? While you struggling to figure out how you're going to get the money together to bury the person or your loved one? We're being targeted. That's why all the abortion clinics are in our neighborhoods. Do you know what they do with the placentas? Genetic research? Where do you think they get the genetics from? Aborted babies. Where do you think they get the genetics from? GMOs. Genetically modified organisms. Where do you think they get the genetics from? I mean, I could say this a million times, but some people is gonna but the ones who, is supposed to click with, they'll click right there. Alright? Stop drinking that fluoridated ass water. You ain't gotta spend $3,000 to get some clean water. Take a glass container or a mason jar or something, take that damn tap water and leave it out in the sun and the moon for 24 hours. Or put it in front of a window or something for 24 hours. Or you could just take a key lime, slice it in half and throw it in the damn water. Cheap, home, natural ways to do things. Don't listen to all these advertisements, man. Do for self. If you want to figure out how to do something, figure out how to do it on your own. Because guess what? It'll always be cheaper. Figure it out. Put your brain to the damn test. Since we're only using quote unquote 10% of it, let's put this bitch to work. 2015. You gotta start thinking about forming your own organization. And I ain't gonna go too deep because this ain't really supposed to be like a law type thing, but you know what I mean? Once you understand what the U.S. is, then you know there's a certain way you're supposed to be doing your business. All right? especially when you know the history of where we come from as quote unquote black people. Okay? You know where we at, you know where we come from. You can't be in 2015 talking about you don't know the history of the ancient Olmec people, or the history of the Mayans, or the history of the Caribs, which were all black. Egyptians, all black. All right? And if you really want to understand, you can study tectonic plates. Tectonic plates. It's the study of how when the earth was one, because the landmass was one at one point, if you didn't realize. When it was one at one point, they have the study of where, by studying the magnetic tectonic plates of the land masses, where it floated to and where it was connected from. So you can see every place that was attached. Okay? Deuces.